Thank you very much, Riv. And guys, and there's not a whole lot to break down. Fact of the matter is, Dark Passage were completely picked apart by the pick comp of AHQ. Despite the fact they did go even in CS and lane, it was just all about AHQ. There was little hope of DP once HQ got ahead.
Yeah, the only thing interesting for me as a bot lane player is just the Janna Leona matchup, and it's a very skill matchup with the burden of outplay lying on the Janna, and we could definitely see that touch wasn't quick on a draw enough. A lot of Zenith blades were connecting where they should have been tornadoed, and then yeah, once you start losing that lane, it gets really hard to come back because all you have is like these short intense trades with the Janna shield. But if Leona becomes a monster too big, yeah, it's gonna spiral out of control.
Yeah, I do want to point out the little small things that he was doing to make it a little bit easier as the Janna. He's throwing Zenith Blades from brush, so you only see the particle, not the animation. So you
It's
actually
still
gain a quarter. Of course it is. Of course it is. I'm saying he's making it easier by dropping a quarter second off the reaction time. And then obviously, again, a well-played lane.
Mata could have done it.
Of course he could have. Of course he could have.
Mata would have warded that brush.
I want to talk about Graves a little bit because I don't think this is going to be the last time we see Graves in this tournament. Well, a lot of other regions haven't seen as much Graves play. SK Telecom K in Korea was playing Graves quite heavily leading into Worlds, and so it's been kind of a pick on the rise in Korea. So will we see it again? Possibly. It's great for setting up some kill lanes and getting some pressure on the bottom side of the map.
Well, for HQ, it's definitely going to give them confidence going into the Edward Gaming matchup, but they definitely need to figure out how to close if they want any chance of making a tiebreaker scenario for quarterfinals.
Yeah, it's the thing. You compare their win to Samsung White's win, and Samsung White felt like they weren't really trying that hard and still won in 25 minutes. This took them 10 minutes longer, and you just saw them kind of fumble around at Baron, and that's something that's got to be shored up.
I completely agree. Right, let's dive into the Twitter sphere to hear what you guys have been saying at home. Remind you earlier in the broadcast, we asked, what has been your favorite moment from week 1 of the World Championship and why? I'm going to read some of the answers now. Our first comes from @Lubamika. Favorite moment was definitely the pentakill from Imp. The god of Vayne will punish everyone who stands in his way. That's a hell of a statement.
Yeah, coming into this tournament, we actually just had a lot of people talk about all the AD carries that we have. We have Name, we have Uzi, we have Imp. And so far, Imp has probably been looking the best, with Uzi being a close second, even though supposedly he walked up and called Uzi the best, but I think that he's just marking his target. So, you're the best, I'm going to kill you, then I'm the best. I'm still waiting to see how Deft is going to show up.
It's Highlander reference, there can only be one.
Yeah, Imp is famous for saying very interesting things to people.
Yes.
And he says he only hates people who are better than him. And
so he likes Uzi?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, we'll see how this plays out. Let's roll this on. Next one comes from Nick Davey 1. TSM vs TPA Game 1. The ace across the map, along with the Dragon Secure, gave TSM the momentum to take the win. Freak.
Yeah, I keep voting against apple pie, and because of it, I have to eat my humble pie because I'm clearly not predicting very well. I'm sorry, North American fans. I won't let you down again.
Yeah, well played indeed. Next one from @Goverdoindam. Yeah. My favorite moment from this week was the Katarina lock-in. Haven't seen her for a long time, and Pawn played it great. We haven't seen it in Korea that often either.
No, but it is a pocket pick for Pawn. It does come out on Samsung White from time to time. Was it a serious pick? I do not think so.
Hey, I think he got like 15 kills.
Yeah,
That's pretty serious to me.
16, 1 and 12. He got the double-double, man. That's the best stat line in League of Legends.
All right, the last one comes to us from @DoubleMint. It's been the unsung heroes, the crowd pumping everyone up. They don't get enough recognition, and I completely agree with that.
I mean, we can't hear them too well, but when they come in through to the headset here, they're definitely making their noise, and you even hear them chanting TSM chants left and right, so you'd be surprised to hear that, but the Taiwanese crowd really knows how to get these guys going.
Yeah, a lot of volume.
I've actually been in Taiwan once, and just all the fans were really nice. We even had a fan meet there. They're very excited to see the players.
Yeah, excited to enjoy the games. All right, thank you all for the responses, but we are very greedy and we want more. Keep sharing your thoughts by tweeting @LOL eSports. Use the hashtag Worlds. We got to slip away for 3.5, but when we return, it's back to the games of Starhorn Royal Club versus the Taipei Assassins. And on the way out, shoutcaster Chang Mao made the move to Shanghai to take part in China's LPL scene and sat down with us to share his thoughts on some of the regional differences.
Hello， 各位观众朋友，大家好，我是 TGA 的主播程毛，我现在在上海工作。在2013年整年来说的话，台湾的整体的电竞产业的发展并没有前进嘛，我觉得是很大的一个原因促使我离开了原本服务的公司。我觉得上海是一个充满活力的地方，就它聚集了来自各个地方的人， 所以这么多的人为了各自的目标在生活，就给整个城市带来一种朝气蓬勃的感觉，我是还算蛮喜欢的。语言跟文化的差异是这样的，我举个例子来说，台湾跟大陆的笑话大概10个笑话里面有8个不一样。就好比说我刚来的时候，然后跟那个米勒还有娃娃合作了一场比赛，然后他们讲了那个6块钱麻辣烫的笑话，然后我就不懂，我当下就不懂，他们讲了以后，然后我就哈哈哈就干笑，因为我不能让观众发现我不懂，我就哈哈哈干笑，然后赶快手机拿出来查什么是6块钱麻辣烫。我觉得 LPL 我还蛮喜欢 LPL 的几个点，竞争强度蛮高的，还不错。就在这样的竞争强度关系下面来讲的话，相对的会比较容易让队伍进步。跟韩国比赛比的话，我觉得是平均的实力是强，但是我觉得也不是上帝，就是他们也会有非常多的失误，就是你去看到比赛，有时候也是会让你笑倒在电脑前。它除了牵涉到选手个人之外，同时也牵涉到一个背后团队的东西。韩国有的时候一个队3个教练，然后后面可能3个分析师，然后还有20个练习生，就是他们有无限的资源，他们的资源是别人的几十倍在开发一个东西。我觉得世界各地除了韩国以外的选手都有一个普遍的缺陷，就是他们的英雄池通常没有那么好，然后以至于形成比赛上面的短板。S4 的话呢，我觉得今年 LPL 的已经是一个状态相当不错，就今年竞争强度高，然后今年磨练出来的队伍状态应该都还行，想要夺冠的话还是要天时地利人和，不是说完全没有机会。跟韩国队的对打，除了情报搜集之外，我觉得心态调整上面也是很重要的，希望能够有一个比较好的心态去迎战韩国队，然后有没有机会取得胜利。对于解说来说的话，解说最高殿堂当然是解说世界赛，在世界赛的舞台上面，然后跟着观众跟着队伍那个心情是解说每一年最想要能够达到的东西。很庆幸自己选择来到上海工作，然后也感谢所有人嘛。